roster, they'll have to show that they're the better team.
Well, you know, they've only played these guys once during the regular season, but they...
Let's go, you're up.
My time.
Trailblazers trailed by 3. They set the pick. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Lopez left side. Goes up the baseline. Atlanta with the rebound. Horford's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Hernandez checked in for Atlanta.
Well, month or so, he's really given the fans a lot to watch. He's averaging 28 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. And it's the kind of run we've seen from him so many times in the past.
But no matter how many times we do see him have a stretch like this, Steve, it still leaves us shaking our heads in amazement and admiration.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Back to Aldridge. Lots of room. Carroll with the rebound.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Well, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Now, Portland, Oregon is a very different kind of NBA team. Popular motto around here is keep Portland weird. So a sort of counterculture that the fans and the citizens of Portland embrace. But it's a one-team town, and fans have always shown incredible support for their beloved Blazers.
You know, the issue really with Atlanta this year and moving forward isn't that they're a bad team. They've just been kind of stuck in that middle road of mediocrity. They're competitive, play hard, and they're hoping to find a way to get to the next level now.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Payne, he's checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Korver in for Kent Bazemore.
And with Atlanta, as you said, for a while now, they've been a playoff caliber team. Making that next step into the elite class of the East has been hard.
Trailblazers trail by 7. A minute 20 left to play here in the first. Lillard attacking.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
There's the dish to Lopez. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Hernandez. No good from outside.
Tell you what, if there's success on the boards in this first quarter is any indication, it's going to be a good day.
And rebounds usually are a good indicator.
Here's McCollum. And Portland again with the bucket. 27 seconds left in the first. Here's the monster. 26 points for him last game against Brooklyn. And that one's good. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And they didn't get any second chance opportunities in that game, or very few of them, I should say. It was one and done. I thought that was the difference in the game.
And when I look at it, Steve, success on the offensive glass to me is about desire. I mean, you need positioning, you need timing, jumping ability, but it's more about desire, the willingness to get in there and mix it up. And I just didn't see any of that kind of determination and desire from them.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Payne can't hit. Tie game in Atlanta. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And when you can off to the completely new group on the floor. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Robinson. Batum comes in for Wesley Matthews. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. On the floor for Portland, McCollum is out there with Batum. Then it's Terrell Wright. Then there's Chris Kaman. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. 5 on the clock. Here's McCollum. Gets the 14-footer to fall. McCollum's got 6 points.
You know, when he scores buckets like that, Kevin, it just shows that he can bring some of that X factor for his team.
C.J. McCollum taken 10th last season out of Lehigh, and much like Damian Lillard, Clark, a 4-year guard from a mid-major school.
Yeah, and I like him a lot. Watched him his junior year up close, and you know, both of those guys were big-time scorers at the collegiate level. Similar in size and also attitude, very confident but understated, and they both have terrific three-point laser shots.
And I know with one of your boys playing mid-major college basketball, you've got a great appreciation for what the talent level is at that.
Exactly, and how guys can develop over the course of a 4-year career.
Unloads. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Now it's a 5-point Portland lead.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Here's Hernandez. Offensive rebound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
For Atlanta, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And you look at the numbers for this season, guys, from the free throw line, they're shooting 77%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Kaman kicks to Lopez. And stolen by Payne. Bazemore passes to Millsap. The feed now to Schroeder. Lets it go with the 3. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 5 points. And it.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. Number one, we've done really well in limiting our turnovers. The last thing we want to do is give them extra possessions, and so far, we haven't. But we have done a great job creating free throw chances, driving the lane, attacking.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of that. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Millsap. Cephalosha comes in for Damari Carroll. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Max subbed in for Schroeder. And then for the Trailblazers, Chris Kaman is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for C.J. McCollum. They've got Horford. Shelvin Mack is out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Tabos in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Hernandez checked in for Mack. And a switch here also for Portland. Lights checked in, and Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Kevin, as you know, Adrian Payne out of a talented Michigan State basketball program. He's one of the older rookies in this draft class, but he only started playing basketball in the 8th grade. He said, quote, I haven't been playing the game for that long. I got better in a short period of time, and I became a great player. I feel like I have a lot of room to grow. One can only imagine, guys.
That's right, Doris. Thanks.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today, and just as hot as he was last time out.
Here's Hernandez. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard dishes to right. Back to Lillard. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
And the early foul trouble they got themselves into the last meeting between these two coaches, they kind of threw off their whole game. They never could recover. That was a bad loss.
Either his range is greatly underrated, or he got a little lucky on that one. I'm guessing it's the latter.
He feeds it to Kaman. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Kaman's got his second bucket tonight. And Steve said it just then. It was an ugly performance for them in that previous game. Would you agree that foul trouble was the big factor, Clark?
Well, Kevin, certainly it was one of the factors. I mean, they could have used more minutes from their starters, but there were a lot of things that didn't go well in that game.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lillard attacking. Kaman trying to break free. Lillard misses.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Here's Hernandez. Simpson, what range from outside. Wow. Well, Monster's got 9 points in the quarter.
He got off to a slow start, but now he's starting to get that jumper flowing.
Here's Willard. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Dialed in from long range. I like it.
And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game.
Well, Paul, congratulations on this win. It seemed like this game was getting away from you at points. What does the team take away from this game in terms of experience?
You know, we got to do a better job of executing down the stretch. You know, as simple as that. Just glad we got this win. We just can't let these things happen in the future.
In a
keep it going for now.
Why you tripping? We just pulled out a nice little win.
Tripping? Don't act like this game was never in doubt. It was a lot closer than it should have been. That's the problem. We weren't taking it serious enough. Like we could just show up and win. One thing I know for certain, you take something for granted in the NBA and it all goes away.
You right. When we got somebody on the ropes, we gotta knock them fools out, man. Yo, tonight, we was just barely good enough.
That's right. Next game, we step on the gas and never let up.
Let's do it.
Next video, I'll still continue to do this until it's completely done.
Introducing the starters for your Atlanta Hawks! At point guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 17, Dennis Schroeder. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'5", number 6, Kent Bazemore. Welcome everyone to Phillips Arena. We're in Atlanta, Georgia, the home of the Hawks, where we'll be broadcasting live today. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. The Hawks leading by 11.
You know, the Sixers have really undergone a complete reversal in recent years from a team with a very old-school, traditional front office to a team that's now focused on the science and analytics of winning basketball. And quite honestly, guys, we're seeing more and more teams embrace the analytics side of things.
Hernandez checked in for Schroeder. Well, we've seen some defensive wizards among the NBA's freshman class this season. Let's now take a look at the rookie steal leaders. Embiid.
And what I've been especially impressed about, guys, is his anticipation defensively. Always seems to be a step or two ahead of everybody.
And the numbers reflect that, Steve. I call it being a frame or two ahead. Very few players have that ability. He's not fooled very often. No matter what kind of offense the other team is running, he's usually right on point.
Here's the monster. He had 16 points in the win against Portland. Off target with his 3. The 76ers trail by 12. Roten kicks to Carter Williams. And the pass to Embiid. Bazemore grabs the miss. Bazemore's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
Yeah, even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Roten kicks to Carter Williams. Second chance shot. Embiid, no good. The Hawks leading by 12. Into Millsap. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Millsap's got his first bucket of the night.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Launches it. Bernardo with the rebound. Horford dishes to Carroll. Tries again. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Mbah a Moute kicks to Roten. Here's Carroll, and he slams it one-handed.
They couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for.
And the foul on the monster.
Stop settling for threes.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Hernandez, he's in at the point. Carroll at the 3 and Millsap at the 4. Kent Bazemore is out there with Mike Scott. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they're trying to play fast and trying to put the defense on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Atlanta leading by 9. Pass to Hernandez. From deep. And Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now, here's Mbah a Moute. He's guarded closely, and he gets the bucket. Mbah a Moute's got 6 points.
You know, he's not somebody they lean on for points, but when he does score, that's a bonus.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks, a team that looks to spread the floor with shooting. Coach Mike Budenholzer said, we don't want to just be a 3-point shooting team. We want to get to the rim first. By creating that space, we give our guards and our bigs a chance to attack. If the paint is taken away, we'll look for our shooters. Good strategy, Kevin.
Coach Bud coming from San Antonio, Doris. The Hawks trying to create that same kind of spacing.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Hawks leading by 5. Here's the monster. Right now averaging 21 points a game. 3-pointer. And the shot is good. The monster's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Roten, the pass to Embiid. Rebound, Atlanta. Bazemore's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Kent Bazemore, the second player to win the Lefty Driesell Award for the Division I college basketball's best defender in 2011 while he was at Old Dominion. I tell you what, his athleticism and the length he has really makes him a problem defensively.
Schroeder, he's checked in for the Hawks. And he gets it to go. And it's an 11-point Atlanta lead.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Roten, no good. And Bazemore, 6'5" in his shoes, with almost, Steve, this is really something to see, almost a 7-foot arm strength.
Yeah, it's impressive, Kevin. Rangy, athletic, he can guard multiple positions, definitely 1s and 2s. I think even some 3s, so he's got great potential at the defensive end of the floor, just has to continue to develop. You know, there are around 150 current NBA players with D-League experience. The developmental league, which started back in 2001 with 8 teams, now has 18. The structure has changed a little bit over the years, but I think you have to say that the D-League has become a big success for the NBA.
Passes it to Hernandez. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail by 11. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Roten dishes to Embiid. Here's Carter Williams. Offensive rebound. Bernardo can't get it to go. For Atlanta, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Carter Williams kicks to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
And, you know, this season, the Knicks, the Pistons, and the Magic acquiring single affiliation with D-League teams, and that seems to be a trend. The Knicks and Pistons moving them close to White Plains, New York, and Grand Rapids, Michigan, respectively, looking to develop players within their system and get them back and forth quickly from their D-League assignments. Makes sense and looks to be moving towards more of the Major League Baseball model.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Here's Schroeder. 7 points in the game. Hernandez. The Hawks again can't hit. And of the 18 D-League teams, 15 are in single affiliation, Steve, with one NBA team. About half of those owned outright by their parent ball club.
Well, it's moving in that direction, Kevin, a place to develop talent and test out new methods. Wouldn't surprise me at all to see every NBA team with their own D-League affiliate before long.
Atlanta leading by 6. Puts up a 3, and that is good. The Monsters got 9 points.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open look.
Roten with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. And that one's good.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
And there's the pass to Hernandez. Now the feed to Schroeder. Pass to Hernandez. Three-pointer, 6 to shoot. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Carter Williams, the pass to Bernardo. To the wing right side. Here's Roten. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And we finished one half of basketball.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. I like the number of points we got in transition, and I wouldn't mind seeing even more activity on the break. Let's keep the tempo quick, guys. The guys I will give credit to are the guys who can't.
The second half just about to get going here. We've seen the Monster really having a great game. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Jarvis Bernardo. Williams is out there with Carter.
Man, I know the team had a bad night, but I feel a little better knowing it wasn't as bad as your night.
Hey, man, back off, all right? It's not like you led us to victories while I tried to bring us down. You're not perfect.
Relax, man. I'm just messing with you. Just let it go. Get back on that horse tomorrow.
Easy for you to say. You didn't embarrass yourself out there. I did.
Forget it. The best shooters don't remember the misses.
What misses? I got amnesia.
That's the spirit.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going today? Anything exciting happen?
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Hart. The fans here in New Orleans ready to cheer on their Pelicans. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Evans kicks to Gordon. In low to Davis. And he slams it one-handed.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
Makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Hernandez checked in for Dennis Schroeder.
You have to wonder, it's certainly worth thinking about with the way Anthony Davis took a big step forward last year. There's a legitimate argument or discussion anyway that he might eventually become the best player in the league at some point.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hernandez. And not sure what he was thinking there. Pelicans trail by 3. Evans attacking. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Evans.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
The Hawks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's the monster. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Good on the triple. The monster's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Davis sets a screen. Gordon kicks to Rivers. On the wing, Evans. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. From past the arc. And Gordon hits from deep. Gordon's got 5 points so far.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Horford with a screen on Rivers. Hernandez passes to Corver. Tries a 3. And again for 3. The basket is good from Hernandez. The Monsters got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Atlanta. Now here's Evans. Covered by Cephalosha. Evans kicks to Davis. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's the monster. 6 points for him. And a miss there on the triple. Rivers dishes to Gordon. Count the bucket. Gordon's got 7 points in the game.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Passes it to Evans. Back to Gordon. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Beyond the arc. We got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Usher. Gordon comes in for Jimmer Fredette, and it's Austin Rivers in for Drew Holiday. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Paul Millsap's checked in for Scott. Cephalosha comes in for DeMarre Carroll. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And the Monsters subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. The Monster out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Cephalosha in at the small forward. 1:14 left in the first half. Now here's Rivers. He's covered by Hernandez. Rivers kicks to Evans. The pass to Rivers. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. That's now 8 points for Austin Rivers. Atlanta's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Hernandez. The 3-pointer off the mark. The Pelicans trail. Rivers kicks to Evans.
Tyreek Evans is an athletic slashing guard. He's really gifted at getting to the rim. But I think his outside shot, the inconsistency of his outside shot has held him back a bit. Ironically, he's a pretty good free throw shooter, but still lacks that touch from mid-range on field goal attempts.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Rivers. Hernandez, no good from outside. New Orleans has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. That's blocked by Hernandez.
Well, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
New Orleans with the ball. They trail by 1. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And what stands out from that game, Clark, is that they let a lot of points slip through their fingers at the free throw line.
Yep, and I think some doubt started to creep in as well when they kept missing their foul shot. Guys seem to tighten up and start alligator arming those things.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Hawks lead by 4. And a chance now to send you over Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude going to be when you come out to play this second half?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
Anthony, thank you. Guys, it should be all business when you step between the lines.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
All right, listen closely, man. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a close game into our game. First things first, how about the job we've done in the paint offensive? It was men against boys down there. We've had our way with them. Our focus has to be operating as much as possible from the low block. I did, however, like our on-the-ball defense. We didn't give their ball handlers any breathing room, and they didn't handle it well. We came up with some good steals. And what I want to see more than anything is everyone working together to get open looks. Let's use picks. Let's keep the ball moving around. And when we get someone free, let's get it to them. And that's all I wanted to...
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Terrific game for the Monster.
It's go time. Check in.
I'm on it.
For Drew Holiday. Atlanta also making some changes here. Scotty's checked in for Millsap. Damari Carroll comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Kyle Korver. Davis and Asik patrol the paint. Gordon is out there with Jimmer Fredette. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Schroeder. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Schroeder's got his first basket of the night. Hernandez checked in for Atlanta. Let's quickly now take a peek at the league leaders in blocks. Anthony Davis, number 1.
What an intimidator he is in the paint. He's shot to the top of that leaderboard and has looked good doing it.
Here's Fredette. Here's Asik. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The shot's good from Hernandez.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Yep, ball movement, player movement. They're generating a lot of easy opportunities for themselves down there.
Fredette with it. 5 points in the game. Gordon the pass to Fredette. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Pelicans trail by 6.
It took some time, and fans might have been unsure for a while, but clearly the Pelicans have a direction for this team now, and I think they're a franchise on the rise.
Anderson kicks to Fredette. Trying to find Asik. Gets it to him. Fredette dishes to Asik. Great touch on the 16-footer. Asik's got his first 2 points.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
And with the Pelicans getting a franchise big like they did with Davis, always helps, but there also active in acquiring talent to grow around him. Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
And they double up Gordon. Kicks it to Anderson. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Gordon. He started closely. Here's Hasek. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Boy, I like the way he carved out just enough space to get his hands on the missed shot and then rattle the rim on the putback.
And the gap narrows.
They're closing it fast.
Well, that's the effort of a team ready to fight back into this game. And if they're smart, they will hold for the last shot.
That's got to be the objective here, Steve.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. And now just a 3-point Hawks lead. 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. Steps back and fires. Off the left rim and out.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
You know, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
And as we conclude the... And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Evans.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Just great assist.
Changes here. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Hawks, Hernandez in at point guard. Perowanchik out there with Scott. Then it's Tavo Sapolosha. And it's Bazemore at the 3, the small forward. Evans outside. So we see the Pelicans get the win.
Tyreek, obviously.
You were dialed in tonight, man. Too bad the rest of us couldn't do our part to get the win. But know this, you continue to take and make open threes, your teammates will continue to feed you the rock. Keep hooping, and the W's will come. Cool?
I'm never cool with losing, bro.
Me neither, but nobody's ever won 82 regular season games in the league, and nobody ever will. Just keep launching, man. The wins will be there.
I will, man. I will. Believe that.
Let's see. 38 minutes. I was just seeing how long it is. The video.
Let's meet you. Starting at point guard.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Steve Kerr and Clark Hillo. Well, for the Wizards, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Charlotte Hornets. And they took that loss to just 1 point. Those close ones. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. They set the pick. Poked away. Here's Carroll. He's got 7. Here's Millsap. Good on the short little jump shot. Millsap's got his second bucket tonight.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Well, Paul Millsap has said he doesn't feel undersized anymore with the way the league is going, but more emphasis now on spreading the floor, so if Millsap fits in easier, he can always find somebody to guard.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Beal with a screen for Wall. Right side, Wall. And another miss by Washington. The Hawks leading by 9. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I spoke briefly with Randy Whitman. A big point of emphasis for him was playing within themselves on the offensive end. He said in both of their losses to this team earlier in the year, they were allowing themselves to get baited into 4 shots, and it cost them. To be at their best, he feels, they need to continue to play their game through all circumstances. Let's see if they can handle it.
Doris, thank you. And not surprising that shooting the ball well, an aspect of the game Coach wants his team to adhere to.
Well, everybody always wants to shoot the ball well, Kevin. I mean, that's pretty obvious. The key is getting yourself in position to do so. You got to move the ball, move your body, make sharp cuts, set good screens.
Well, Steve, you've just laid out how you need to get good shots and the importance of good shot selection. It's really essential to being able to play a balanced game and an effective game.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Hernandez. That's good.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Atlanta leading by 8. Tries a 3. That's good. The Monsters got 6.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Outside, Wall. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Millsap with the double team. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And here we go. And finished off by Horford.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Hawks lead by 13 and will return shortly. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Kevin Seraphin is checked in for Gortat. Nene comes in for DeJuan Blair. Pierce is checked in for Glenn Rice Jr. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Miller. Hernandez in at point guard. Jamari Carroll is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Mack in at the 2 guard. So that's the Hawks 5. And he gets it to go. 9 points for the Monster. Wizards trail by 8. 1:30 left in the first half of basketball. Nene setting the pick for Wall. Nene, the screen. Here's Pierce. The shot misses. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And one of the factors in that game was they just couldn't get to the foul line and get enough points from the free throw line to make a difference.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanked off the rim. They were letting them hear about that.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Beal.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out, that's the result you get right there.
Pass to Hernandez. From deep three-point range, and it's Nene with the rebound. Wizards trail by 6. Beal, the pass to Seraphin. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Yeah, and this kind of approach is going to serve them well. It's gotten them to the line more than a few times this quarter.
And he sinks the second. The Hawks leading by 5. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Millsap a screen. Hernandez passes to Korver. Here's the Monster. Pierce covering. Here's Hernandez. Washington with the rebound. Seraphin's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Wall attacking. Oh, that's blocked. And he recovers it. He gets it up.
Wow. Oh, a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How did he get that to go down?
A nice release and some good concentration as well, but the biggest thing about that, a whole lot of luck.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. If there's a soft spot in their defense, it's on the break. We did some damage when we pushed it, and there are more points out there for us in transition. We did do a good job finding space on the perimeter.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. We're seeing a tremendous...
Let's go, you're up.
My time.
Sefolosha comes in for Damari Carroll, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Kyle Korver.
Shoot a 64.
Paul Millsap, not the biggest or the most athletic, but he just finds ways to get it done.
Yeah, he's so well-rounded. You know, he does the big things and the little things to help you win. He's a good passer. He moves without the ball, keeps your offense going, and then, of course, really developed that three-point shot last year, which made him effective at stretch four.
So on the floor for Washington, Beal teams up with Pierce on the perimeter. Then there's Blair. Mendez checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks leading by 10. Feeds it to Sefolosha. Now here is Miller. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. He dishes it to Blair. Back to Miller. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And Millsap has always had a terrific motor. He combines his elite talent level with tremendous effort and toughness. I think those things are a big key to his personal success, which helps his teams be successful too.
Wizards trail by 8. Pull up Jay. Kept alive. Here's Miller. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Hernandez passes to Bazemore. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game, and he gets it to go.
You talk about Millsap's motor, gets you extra possessions, draws fouls, makes his free throws. A great player, finally getting his due.
Miller takes to Beal. And it's Miller penetrating.
Andre Miller does a lot of things well on the floor, but he's not really a long-range shooter, so he needs the ball in his hands to be effective in your offense.
But Andre Miller is such a great passer. You want the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he's a really good decision maker. Perhaps one of the best lob passers we've had in the league in a long time, and he is truly a point guard. Thinks and feels the game as a quarterback.
Kevin Serafin is checked in for Washington. With the shot. Here's Horford. They shoot again, and it's good on the lay. Horford's got 6 here in this quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Doubled by Hernandez. Left side, Miller. And stolen by Sefolosha. Nice break here. Here come the Hawks. All going up court. Puts up the baby hook. The second chance effort. Scott. Good. Scott's got his second basket of the game.
They have to box out better than that. I mean, that putback is just another example of the difference between these two teams today.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. For Dennis Schroeder. Here's his check in for Washington. The Wizards shooting straight 49% from the field. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. On the wings, Korver and Carroll, and it's Hernandez in at the point. So that's the Hawks 5. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Atlanta shooting an appalling 26% in the fourth quarter. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And here's Beal, and they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
And he hits both free throws here, so now it's a 4-point ball game.
And I'll tell you what, those 2 free throws give them some much-needed breathing room, guys. So it's now a 2-possession game.
Here's the monster. Fires for 3. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And another 3-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And here's Korver from the arc. Misses the 3.
Hey.
Come on. Who died? You look a little nervous.
Well, I heard it's never a good thing to be called into the GM's office, especially the day your 10-day contract is up. So if you're gonna release me, I would just appreciate it if you did it quickly.
I'm gonna be brutally honest, kid. You haven't done enough to secure a regular roster spot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, wait. You have done enough to secure another 10-day contract, though.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you another shot to prove you belong in this league permanently, huh?
Hey, you won't regret it either. I'm gonna make it awfully hard for you to let me go.
I hope so. Look, a contract's on my secretary's desk. You go sign that on your way out. Get out of here.
All right, thank you.
All right. Where's my lunch?
Guys, I'm in the live stream here. So here we go. Hope you guys